commencer debout aujourd'hui. We're going to start standing up today. So before we do anything, we can just inhale through the nose a few times, exhale through the mouth a few times. I don't know if you can really see, but I'm just kind of rocking on my feet. On just inspire par la nez, expire par la bouche. Et au même temps, je sentais les pieds par terre. Vous pouvez bouger comme je bouge ou non, c'est à vous. Just connecting with the earth, releasing through the breath. 2 or 3 more. Ok, on va planter les pieds maintenant. Commencer avec les épaules. On peut inspirer vers l'avant en haut. Expire vers l'arrière en bas. Et comme toujours, vous bougez dans votre façon. So you could use the arms or not. Just move in whatever way feels good. Two more going back. And then we'll just change direction. So inhale, back it up. Exhale, forward, down. Remember, move your body however it wants to move. So if the spine wants to move, let it. La tête, c'est à vous. Comme toujours, c'est votre pratique. Ok, on va changer de direction encore. Come back to rolling back. I like to end with the open chest. Okay, with an exhale, just drop the shoulders, soften the knees, and let's start waking up the hips. On peut juste bouger les hanches un côté à l'autre. I want to like separate my feet a little more, so you can play with that. Et juste détendez-vous. Comme toujours, on peut imaginer comme un étirement au courant de la tête. Why don't we use the hand to connect it? Just imagine the upward pull through the crown of the head. We can just massage the crown a little bit. Maybe also massage the base of the skull. Of course, relax the face. Find your smiles. Move the hips any way that feels good. I'm doing a little bit more of a figure 8. It just kind of happened. If you are doing a figure 8, see if you can change direction. A few more breaths. Ok, on peut relâcher les mains. Et on peut voir si c'est possible, juste continuez de bouger dans votre façon. Voir si c'est possible de détendez-vous juste un peu plus. See if you can let yourself relax a little more. So like maybe the face, maybe the shoulders. Et en même temps, sentez les pieds par terre. Just put a little more awareness into the feet. It doesn't matter how your body's moving, just feel the feet. Let yourself relax. A few more breaths. Ok, on va concentrer sur les pieds un peu plus. So, actually, let's do twists first. So the feet more underneath the hips, and we'll just sway side to side. Mais toujours dans une façon détendue. So I like to think like even like spaghetti arms, like just really loose, relaxed arms. Movement can be fast, slow, it doesn't matter. One of the reasons I like this movement, first I think it's a lot of fun, but another reason I like it is just feeling the space around the body when the arms swing out. Just to sentir l'espace autour de moi. And kind of like clearing that space. So if any sticky stuff has gotten in there, anything that's bothering me, just clearing it out of my personal space. Ok, on peut continuer ce mouvement, mais au niveau du cœur. Alors, on va ajouter les bras. So we'll add some engagement into the arms. So we can let the arms come up. One hand touches the chest, other arm goes back. And then we come forward, other hand touches the chest, other arm goes back. You could inhale one side, exhale the other side, but it doesn't really matter. Find your way through it. And with that same idea, like if there's anything that's been weighing on your heart, any heaviness around the heart, each time the hand touches the chest, you can imagine just loosening up any of that stuff. C'est peut-être les murs, des fois. On met les murs autour du centre du cœur pour nous protéger. Whatever it is, just loosen it up. And then when the hand moves away from the heart, take it and just give it back to the universe gratefully. Like, thank you, I don't need you anymore. Et ce même mouvement, on peut penser chaque fois que la main touche le cœur, qu'on prend tout qu'on désire, tout qu'on a besoin de l'univers, et on juste prend tout ça dans le centre du cœur. So like we're gathering up whatever it is we want, whatever it is we need from the universe, taking it into the heart. Whatever, love, light, energy, could be material stuff, could be the answer to a problem. Okay, so for the last minute or so, we'll keep playing with this movement, and you just play with it as you like. So play with letting go and letting in. Ah oui, j'ai oublié. I forgot the most important part. So when the hand moves away from the heart, we can also share the light of our own hearts. We can share our own unique gifts, talents, le cadeau de notre propre énergie. On peut juste offrir tout ça à le monde entier. And now for the last few moments here, just play around. Whatever makes sense for you, whatever feels good. Giving and receiving. Ok, on va commencer à ralentir le mouvement. Of course, anytime you feel like you want to keep going, please go ahead. You are very welcome to ignore me. Just take whatever I say as a suggestion. Do what you want. Do whatever feels good. Okay, let's see if we can get back into the hips, our center of creativity. So my feet are already about shoulder width. If they're closer together, you can separate. Little bend in the knees. Hands on the low back. On va juste encercler les hanches. Might like to inhale one half of the circle, exhale the other half, whatever feels good. We're working with the energy in the hips, the pelvis, the second chakra, notre centre créatif. Okay, change la direction. Just swirling your own creative energy. Et on peut utiliser ce mouvement pour comme nettoyer le bassin. We all know how powerful water is, right? So water is the element of the second chakra. So as we're doing the swirling movement, we can imagine those waters just kind of like cleaning up the pelvic bowl, smoothing out Any rough edges. Ok, relâche le mouvement quand vous sentez prêt. Give yourself a little shake. Okay, we'll do a little quick thing for the knees. Vera taught us this in one of the morning practices of Philip's, and I think it's really cool. So the feet, like hip width, maybe a bit wider apart. Hands on the knees. First, we can just give ourselves a little knee massage. Et comme toujours, comme envoyer amour avec les mains, appréciation. Knees, what do the knees do? They allow us to move forward. They manage all of our weight. Very special. We should be very grateful. We could be very grateful. Okay, so now I think this movement is really fun. Hands on the knees. We'll circle inward. And then we can circle outward. Change la direction. Ok, on peut relâcher le mouvement. Just shake yourself out a little bit. Okay, before we come back to the feet, let's come back to the shoulders. On va juste faire les cercles de les bras. Alors les pieds sont comme sous les hanches. On va juste encercler les bras. On peut inspirer en haut. Expirer à l'arrière en bas. Inhaling forward up. Exhaling back and down. I like to try to change the way my wrists cross, but don't worry about it too much. And again, let's just feel the space around the body. Just bringing some loving attention to that space, to our own personal space. Ok, change la direction. Inspire vers l'arrière. Expire vers l'avant. Et encore, on essaie de croiser les poignets dans l'autre façon chaque fois. But also don't worry about it too much. And now check in with yourself. How are you feeling? Can we relax the face? Maybe invite a smile. Okay, let's change the direction one more time. We'll just go back 3 times, if it's okay. And relax. Give yourself a little shake. Okay, we're going to give ourselves like a lazy lung channel massage. So we'll start front of the shoulder, palm facing forward, go down the arm around the thumb, then turn the palm down, come up the index between the index and the thumb, and back up to the front of the shoulder. So we'll just do it that way, like nice and lazy, 2 more times. Paume face en avant, paume face en bas. Encore, paume face en avant, paume face en bas. Et cette fois-ci, on va croiser le corps et on relâche. So other side. So front of the shoulder, palms facing forward, go down around the thumb, flip it, come up. So 2 more times like that. Down around the thumb, flip, come up. 1 more time, down around the thumb, flip, come up. And now we sweep across and release. Notice how you feel. Ok, une dernière chose. On va travailler un peu plus avec les pieds. So let's see if we can just get into the feet a little more. So I hope you'll be able to see this. We'll see if we can come up on the toes. And then on the toes, we'll just walk forward and back. So I'll go sideways so you can see more. Alors, c'est pas beaucoup. Nous sommes juste sur les orteils. On juste marche à l'avant, à l'arrière. Alors, rappelez-vous les étirements. Base de crâne, couronne de la tête. Could be a bunch of little steps, big steps, fast, slow, it doesn't matter. Just see if you can like really relax the rest of the body. Okay, maintenant, on va juste tourner les orteils vers l'extérieur. Always on the toes, we just turn the toes out. We keep doing our little walks. If you need to take a break between the variations, go ahead. If you're comfortable, turn the toes in. Try to stay on the toes. Keep walking forward, back. Keep the spine long. Remember the upward pull through the crown. Okay, give yourself a little break if you need to shake it out. Maybe rotate the ankles a couple times. Et si vous préférez être proche à mur pour utiliser un peu de support, s'il vous plaît, sentez libre. Ok, la prochaine variation, on va essayer, c'est la même chose, même concept, mais on va essayer d'être sur les talons. So see if you can walk on your heels. Same thing, just forward, back. It's maybe not as fun as the toes, but it's a good workout to wake up all the sleepy muscles around the ankles and the feet and the legs. Okay, if you need to take a break between the variations, please feel free. If you're comfortable, turn the toes out. Try to stay on the heels. It's also more pleasant on something soft, so if you want to put out a blanket or if you have a carpet. And if it doesn't work for today, don't worry about it. Just explore the feet on the earth. Okay, dernière variation. Les orteils tournent l'un vers l'autre. On essaie de rester sur les talons. Just a few more. Feel all those leg muscles waking up, getting activated. Okay, woo, shake that out. All right, now we're just going to stand. Alors, plan les pieds. Roule les épaules à l'arrière en bas. Imagine les étirements base de crâne, couronne de la tête. Cherche pour le mouvement de votre respiration. Et cherche pour les sensations de vos pieds contre la terre. So maybe we can even imagine strong, deep roots. Really feel the feet on the earth. On peut même imaginer qu'on respire avec nos racines. Et garde votre connexion avec la terre et en même temps, rappelez-vous les étirements, base de crâne, couronne de la tête. Cherche pour la sensation d'être supporté dans les deux directions, en haut et en bas. And see how much you can let yourself relax. Just relaxing into both of these supports. And of course, the support of our own breath, the beat of the heart. Okay, now let's put our awareness a little more into the feet. Alors, cette prochaine pratique, on va juste rebondir. C'est un de mes préférés. So we're just going to bounce. So like pushing the feet into the earth, just start a little bounce. So we don't want to think about it too much. En fait, pour moi, j'aime imaginer que c'est les vibrations de la terre qui montent et me bougent. It's a vibration. I like imagining it's the vibrations of the earth coming up through the feet and just moving through the whole body. So let yourself relax as much as possible. Let the shoulders relax. And let that bounce, let that vibration just like take you wherever it wants to go. And if you catch yourself getting lost in thoughts or anything, just distracted, just invite your awareness back into the earth. Press the feet into the earth et just recevez les vibrations de la terre. Alors détendez-vous, just rebondir. And you breathe through it any way you want. You want to exhale through the mouth, go ahead. You want to make some sounds, go for it. Let this vibration just shake anything that's ready to be shaken. Loosen any stuck energy, any blockages. Shake loose any answers, whatever it is you may need. Abandonnez-vous. Just kind of like surrender to the shake. Oh yeah, and we want to see if we can kind of let it get all the way to the head. So it's like we want to let the head move from the vibration, but not like from us controlling the movement of the head. On veut détendre assez que la tête bouge avec les vibrations de la terre. Go into it, whatever way it's moving for you, just go with it. Another 30 seconds, maybe a minute. See if you can relax even more. Just let the shake take over. Rien penser. I know for myself, sometimes it can even be almost like a little bit scary when the shake takes over. That's okay. Feel it and then see if maybe you can just let go a little more. Remember, if you catch yourself thinking, judging, whatever, just put your awareness back into the feet. Press the feet into the floor. Receive the vibrations from the earth. Shake anything that can be shaken. Everything that can be shaken. Les derniers quelques moments. Ok, dans votre temps, commencez à juste ralentir le mouvement. Just feeling whatever's present for you. In fact, let's do our 3-part practice to help us regain full presence, full power. La première partie, on respire avec le centre du cœur. Part 1, breathe with the heart. Whatever way that makes sense for you. Maybe feeling the breath in the chest, the upper back. Maybe imagining the heart like a flower blooming open. Part 2, scan the body. Bouge votre attention du courant de la tête jusqu'aux les plans de les pieds. Laisse votre attention toucher chaque partie de vous-même. So I like to sometimes imagine like a horizontal laser moving through the body-mind. That way I don't forget any part. Et le troisième partie, quand votre attention touche les parties de vous-même qui touchent la terre. Alors, si vous êtes debout, les plans de l'épi, silencieusement, or if you can say it out loud, why not? Say to yourself, je suis ici. I am here. So I'll just review the 3 parts and then we'll go through it on our own. So part 1, breathing with the heart. Part 2, scanning the body from the crown all the way through the whole body mind. And once your awareness touches the parts of the body touching the earth, say to yourself, I am here. Je suis ici. On continue quelques fois si ça vous tente. Ok, finissez votre cycle. On va commencer à jouer un peu plus avec le centre du cœur. Alors, on va faire les tout petits courbatures de dos, like super gentle back bends. So please be very respectful of your body. So I'm just going to go to the side so you can see me a bit better. So I'll have the hands on the back. On va plier les genoux. On garde les genoux pliés. On bouge le bassin vers l'avant, like scoop the pelvis forward. And then just very gently lift up the heart, just as much as it's comfortable. Okay? So we inhale back to the center. And then we bend the knee, scoop the pelvis, lift the heart as we exhale. Just do it 2 more times. So we come back, plie les genoux, bouge le bassin en avant, lève le centre du cœur. You can really breathe through it however you like. Let's do 1 more. So we bend the knees, scoop the pelvis forward, lift up the heart. If you want to hold it for a couple breaths, go ahead. And when you're ready, release. Give yourself a little back massage, just massez votre bas dos. Ça peut être les mains plates ou l'arrière de les poignets. Just give yourself a little massage. Ok. On continue notre travail avec le cœur. Alors, j'ai posté une petite vidéo qui parle comment le cœur, c'est vraiment notre centre. On sait ça déjà, mais c'est notre centre. I'm just going to say in English, it'll be easier. So the heart, it's also really about boundaries. So like that's where our strong no comes from. So playing with that concept. So 1 foot forward, the other foot back. It doesn't matter which one. So the hand of the leg that's forward will come up just like in front of the heart. So it's like a little no sign, just a nice flat hand. And the other hand can be in a fist. You could also do it the other way, whichever way is more comfortable. Et essayez d'avoir le main comme devant le centre du cœur. Alors, un main dans le poignet, l'autre main devant. Le côté, it doesn't really matter which side, okay? Don't worry about too much. Juste respire, juste sentez le paume de les mains. Et juste comme, demandez à vous-même, c'est quoi mes limites? If you want, ask yourself, where do I need to say no? Now, this is a very personal exercise, It's working with embodied yoga principles. And because it's like that, it's not so technical where we'll do one side for X amount of time. So I invite you to change the side as you need to. Alors, écoute à vous-même et juste change côté quand vous avez le désir. So just remember the front legs forward. We have one palm facing forward, the other hand in a fist. It doesn't really matter which side. We'll just play with it for a little while. Just checking in with ourselves around our own boundaries, checking in with the heart. Quelque chose que je trouve très intéressant, le champ magnétique du cœur, c'est plus large que celui du cerveau. The magnetic field of the heart, it's bigger, it's more powerful than that of the brain. So we can even think of this exercise just like tapping into that magnetic field, getting to know it, feeling it out, and just seeing where can I make it a little stronger? Where are my weak points? You know, are there any areas in my life where I've been saying yes when I don't really mean yes? Comment est-ce que je peux respecter moi-même? Je joue avec ça, encore quelques respirations. Something I like to remember, you know, when we say no to someone else, it's saying yes to ourselves. And that's pretty powerful stuff. And you know, whatever comes up, just be with it. There could be some discomfort. Just breathe it out, whatever there is. Okay, we're coming around the end, last like 30 seconds, maybe a minute. Sentez aussi votre pouvoir, votre droit de dire non. Non, merci. All right, going into the last one, so you can choose which side you want to end on. Ok, on relâche. Ok, une des dernières choses debout, on va travailler le système lymphatique. So the lymphatic system, we know it takes the waste product out. So especially that exercise, it could have, you know, brought up some stuff. So let's flush it out. Let's just flush the whole body mind. So we remember when we were doing the back bends, we were scooping the pelvis forward. Same idea. On va commencer juste avec les pieds. On juste bouge vers les orteils, puis vers les talons. Alors notez quand vous bougez vers les orteils, le bassin bouge vers l'avant, vers les orteils un peu plus vers l'arrière. So just start rocking the legs. Now you could keep the feet totally flat, or you could be lifting on the toes, lifting on the heels. And we have a little bit more practice with that now. But make sure it's comfortable and that it feels really natural. I don't remember if I said the breath. On peut essayer d'inspirer vers l'avant, les orteils, expirer vers l'arrière. Détendez-vous dans le mouvement, comme toujours. Imagine les étirements, courant de la tête, base de crâne. Ok, on a le choix. L'option, on peut peut-être ajouter les bras, pas de tout nécessaire, juste une option. Alors, quand on bouge vers l'avant, quand le bassin bouge vers l'avant, on lève les bras, on expire en bas. So, inhaling forward up, exhaling back down. Just make sure it feels comfortable in your body always. We're kind of working a lot with these like lazy movements today. We're just letting ourselves relax, letting the breath and the movement just take over. So kind of just let the body swing if it's comfortable for you. Comme toujours, détendez le visage. Find your smiles, inner smile, outer smile. And let's just flush that lymphatic system. So moving out any sticky stuff, any toxins, any waste products. Any discomfort that may have come up from that last boundary exercise, just flushing it out. Et aussi, ce exercice aussi, c'est une autre opportunité pour sentir l'espace autour de nous. So not just flushing out the inner body, but also the space around the body. You know, clearing out any guilt, shame. I know there's plenty of times where I have not listened to my own boundaries, and then that comes with its own stuff. So just getting it out of there. On pardonne nous-mêmes, inviting ourselves to forgive ourselves. I've also before gone trapped in the idea, oh, I've done it before, I'll do it again. No way. Let's get rid of that old stuff. Clean up our energy fields. Each breath, it's a new opportunity. One of my teachers, my Ayurvedic teacher, Anita Sharma, she would always say, every day is your birthday. And maybe you're not working through that kind of stuff. Oh, good. You add whatever imagery works for you. Maybe just using this movement to make space for something new. Give yourself the courage, the strength, the power. Okay, dernier quelques moments. We can start to slow it down. All right. So last standing thing, let's just place the hands over the heart. Soften the knees. Et juste sentir le battement de votre cœur. Maybe we can imagine just giving ourselves whatever it is we may need. Love, understanding, courage, compassion, acceptance, amour. Et sentez ces qualités qui sont déjà là. Like just connecting with the love that's already there. The courage, the compassion, the acceptance that's already there. So it's like we're giving it to ourselves and recognizing that it's already there at the same time. Okay, so now maybe we can power up, give ourselves a little more. This is from the video I shared on the group. So if you want more information on this exercise, you can look at it later. Ok, on va expirer complètement. Avec l'inspiration, juste ouvre les bras, garde les coudes pliés, ouvre le centre du cœur et comme ramasser plus que vous désirez. More of what you want. So more love, compassion, acceptance, whatever it is you want, courage. You can take a couple breaths. And then when you feel ready, bring it right back into the heart. So you can play with this as you like. It could be one breath, like inhaling open, gathering in. Exhaling, giving it to the heart, feeding the heart. Or you can hold the arms open for a few breaths, gathering, and then come to the heart. So however you want to play with it. On peut essayer changer le croisement de les mains sur le poitrine. C'est aussi à vous, quand les mains arrivent au poitrine, on peut toujours descendre la tête un peu, descendre le menton. So when the arms open, maybe the head can lift a little bit. Gather up, gather up, gather up. And then when the hands come to the chest, if you like, the chin can tuck in, head tilt down a little bit. It's really cool. The eyes and the heart kind of used to be connected if you think of a fetus. Alors, c'est aussi une façon de comme regarder dans nos propres centres du cœur. To see that beautiful beating heart, see all those beautiful qualities. Each time you open up, just taking in more, charging up, filling the hands. And when you come back to the heart, maybe on an exhale, just receiving it, looking inward. A few more times if it feels good. Okay, we'll end with the hands on the heart, taking an extra little moment with ourselves. Maybe take the time to say something really sweet, really kind to yourself. A little I love you, maybe. C'est aussi un bon moment juste pour écouter au centre du cœur. Ok, on va retourner à la stabilité de les jambes. So another one of my yoga teachers, Heart Laser, he likes to say, everything's stronger when you have legs to stand on. So let's just open up the feet, bend the knees, come into a goddess pose. So use the thighs, like pull up on the muscles of the thighs, so no pressure on the knees. Prenez quelques respirations. Juste sentez l'engagement de les jambes, sentez les plans de les pieds par terre. Enracinez-vous. So we're going into the full goddess pose. We can open up the arms, little cactus arms. So the goddess is powerful, yet vulnerable. So let's just sit in that space, a couple of breaths. Ok, on va essayer de garder la forme de le haut corps et le bas corps et ajouter un mouvement. So like just trying to keep these two shapes. So we inhale here, fill up, lengthen the spine. And then with the exhale, if it's okay in your body, just tilt to one side. Go with your breath. Inhaling center. Exhaling over. Alors c'est tout, suivre votre respiration. You decide how much you want to work. Like you could be bending the legs very deeply, or it could be a smaller bend. If the arms are tired, you don't have to use them like this. You know, remember that exercise of checking in with our boundaries. We want to respect those boundaries. One more time each side. Ok, reviens au centre. Si possible, on peut peut-être s'asseoir un peu plus. 2 breaths. Okay, whew. And just slap out the legs. Any kind of little movement you might need. Whew. Ok. On va trouver une position par terre. Pour le fun, on peut essayer de s'asseoir sans utiliser les jambes. Les bras. Of course, we're going to use the legs. So you can maybe cross the feet, see if you can sit down like this. Whoop. And if you have blankets, grab a couple of blankets, or at least one blanket to sit on. We're going to do a few more leg things. On s'asseoir sur votre couverture et on va écarter les jambes. You can have as many blankets as you need. So when you stretch out the legs, it's comfortable and the low back is nice and long. Alors, on veut éviter, si vous êtes assis comme ça, mais le bas dos est vraiment courbé, on ne veut pas ça, on veut que le bas dos est long, long, long. So sit on as many blankets as you need. Engage les jambes, tire les orteils vers vous. Rappelez-vous les étirements, courant de la tête, base de crâne. Okay, we're going to lift our shoulders for a moment. So let's take the hands right at the top of the thighs, right at the hip crease, and we're going to push down with a little bit of strength. So the shoulders will go up, but don't worry about it. Push, 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 push. It's like we want to push the head of the femur down in the hip socket. You can push a little harder, one more breath. Ok, garde l'engagement de les jambes, mais relâche les épaules. Les mains où vous aimez, I'm going to place my hands on the floor. Keep the toes towards you, keep the legs engaged, just breathe. See what you can relax, maybe the face, the cheeks, the jaw. Ok, on va voir si c'est possible de faire un petit flexion en avant, mais encore respecte le courbature de votre dos. So try to keep the back long. Let's inhale, lengthen up. Exhale, tilt forward. So listen to your body, listen to your legs. Just go as far forward as comfortable. Like right here is pretty okay for me. Keep the engagement in the legs. Let's just breathe into it. See what you can relax, maybe the belly. Ok, avec une inspiration, on revient en haut. On va rentrer un jambe. C'est ma jambe gauche, mais le côté, c'est pas grand chose. Like, just do whatever side feels good. So my left leg is tucked in, my right leg is long. I'm just gonna put my left hand over on my left thigh, so same hand as the bent leg. And kind of like we did before, I'll push down so I can get some leverage to open the heart, pour tourner le cœur vers le ciel. Et en même temps, je peux juste comme glisser vers le droit, jusqu'au point qui est confortable. Si vous êtes super confortable, on peut toujours lever le bras gauche. Make sure your neck feels good. If it's okay, you can totally look up. It'll help open the heart more. Just find what works in your body. Breathe into it. Ok, avec une inspiration, reviens en haut. Place le main gauche par terre. I hope I can show this okay. So the left hand is down on the floor. We're going to see if we can come up onto the left knee. So this is, if you have a blanket or something you can put underneath the knee, do so. So we see if we can lift the pelvis up, put the right foot down, and it's like we're in a side plank and we can just lean back to whatever point is comfortable. You can totally play with the position of the right arm so you can get the space you need in the armpit and get the heart opening that feels good for today. A few more breaths. Big inhale. Et avec l'expiration, relâche. Invite les deux plantes de pied ensemble. Bring both soles of the feet together. La distance, ça ne fait rien. Peut-être c'est proche à vous, peut-être c'est plus loin. Don't worry about it. Peut-être vous aimerez ajouter un peu de mouvement. Juste envoyez votre respiration dans les hanches. Breathe with those hips. Let the shoulders drop down the back. Let the base of the skull lift, the crown of the head lift. Find your smiles. And then we'll see if we can open up the feet a little more. Alors, comme les pieds sont un livre, on veut lire notre livre. On utilise les mains, on juste ouvre les plantes des pieds. En même temps, pour donner un petit massage aux plantes des pieds. Just giving yourself whatever kind of massage might feel good. And as you open up the feet, just notice what's happening in the hips. Ok. Alors, on va faire l'autre côté. Alors maintenant, c'est ma jambe gauche qui s'étire. Ma jambe droite est pliée. Main gauche sur la jambe gauche. Main droite sur la cuisse droite. Et je commence juste par pousser sur la cuisse et tourner le centre du cœur vers le haut. And you pick what feels good. So you could be very upright here, or if it feels good, you could start to slide down that left leg. So listen to your body, listen to your boundaries, feel out what works for today. If you want, the right arm could come up. Wherever you are, make sure that you feel good. Invite the breath to go wherever it needs to go. Ok, avec une inspiration, on revient en haut. on place le main droite par terre. So it's just kind of like outside the hip. And it depends how much of a back bend you want to do. If you want to do more of a back bend, you could have the hand back a little more, whatever. So you put the weight into that right hand. We see if we can come up onto the right knee. Left foot comes down, so we end up in like a side plank, and then we open up to whatever degree feels good. And I suggest just playing with movement with that left arm, so you can find the spots where you need to let the breath in. Et juste jouer avec ces petits mouvements, avec votre respiration. Ok, grand inspire. Et avec l'expiration, on s'assoit. And we can come back to our starting position, both legs out. Engage les jambes, tire les orteils vers vous. Et encore, on peut faire un petit flexion en avant. Inspire, étire. Expire en avant. Just to whatever point feels good in your body. Keep the legs nice and engaged. Keep the back long. Relax the shoulders. And breathe deep. Breathe with the back. Ok, reviens en haut. Je croise les jambes. Alors, ce prochaine torsion, on a 2-3 options. So it's really just a basic twist. So it could be one hand in the middle and then opening like this. It could be using a block for the forearm and then opening like this. Or if your body allows it, it could be the forearm on the floor and then opening up. So whichever way you want to do it. Any comfortable variation of a twist, just breathe into it. If you don't want to keep your arm up in the air, you can always wrap it around, reach for your opposite hip. Another couple breaths. Okay, reviens au centre, so you can put the other hand down, help yourself come up. Prenez quelques respirations au centre avant l'autre côté. Détendez-vous, sentez tout qui est présent. Ok, on prépare pour l'autre côté. Alors choisissez votre façon, ça peut être le main, l'avant-bras sur quelque chose, ou si ça marche dans votre corps, l'avant-bras par terre. Et on juste ouvre l'autre bras. And of course, what we're really doing is opening the heart. Arm can stay up or it can wrap around. Last few breaths. Okay, on revient. So we can bring the hand down to the floor, help ourselves press up out of the twist. Juste s'asseoir pour un moment pour absorber tous les effets. et une dernière flexion en avant. On va garder la position de les jambes, mais on peut juste changer le croisement. Alors le pied qui est en avant, on peut mettre le à l'arrière. We can just change the cross of the legs. So we're just going to do a forward bend. If you do have your block, you could always use it for your head, depending at what height you need. So high, low. If your head hits the floor, that's fine too. And no pressure, your head doesn't have to touch anything. So hands on the earth. Here, I'll just move this up. Hands on the earth, inhale, lengthen out. Et avec l'expiration, juste marche en avant. Jusqu'au point qui est confortable pour ce matin. So you find the spot that feels good for you, drop the head. If it can be supported, that's great. If not, don't worry too much and just relax, breathe with the back. Ok, on peut peut-être même essayer de marcher les doigts un peu plus en avant. Ok, quand vous sentez prêt, reviens. Walk the hands back when you're ready. And again, just sit for a second to feel. Ok, peut-être on peut prendre un petit moment de méditation avant qu'on allonge par terre. Alors ça, c'est une de mes positions préférées. It said this position, it's what the Buddha was in when he was under the tree before he reached enlightenment. So one hand is touching the earth, the other hand, the palm is just facing forward. This mudra of the palm of the hand facing forward, it's called abhaya. It's for fearlessness. It's kind of the same concept as the goddess. It's like open, so vulnerable, but also powerful. It's saying like it's a little stop, it's a little no. So it's a position used to say no to all the illusions, all of the Maya. On ne doit pas penser trop, on peut juste rester dans la position, respire. Le main par terre, ça dit je suis ici. It's like it's calling on the whole earth to be a witness. I'm here. I am part of everything. Everything's part of me. Ok, quand vous sentez prêt, relâchez le mudra, la position de les mains. et commencer à préparer nous-mêmes pour allonger sur la terre. On va faire juste une autre quelque chose par terre, mais c'est un bon moment pour mettre les bas. Si vous avez un chandail, une couverture, like whatever you have to do to get ready for the relaxation, you might as well gather up all of that stuff now. So take a moment, put on your socks, get your comfy clothes. And when you're ready, come down onto the back for the last few exercises. Alors, quand vous arrivez par terre, on peut juste commencer les genoux au poitrain. Et juste roll un côté à l'autre. Ok, reviens au centre. Place le pied droit par terre. Tiens le genou gauche avec les mains, les doigts à l'arrière, les pouces à côté. So try to make the leg 90 degrees so you can't see your own toes. And we'll just do some ankle circles. So just rotate that ankle. All right, let's change direction. Okay, you just kind of shake out the floor. We can interlace the hands below the knee, still the left leg. Inhale the knee away from the torso. Exhale, pull it in. And just go with your breath. Ok, un dernier exercice pour le hanche. Alors, toujours le jambe gauche, place le pied par terre. Descends le genou vers le côté, glisse le pied en avant et reviens prendre le pied par terre. So we just drop the knee to the side, slide forward, slide back. So it's almost like a lazy movement. Okay, and then let's change direction. So next time the foot is flat, slide the foot forward, bring the knee to the outside and come back. En avant, l'extérieur, reviens. Ok, reviens au centre. On va commencer l'autre côté. Alors, jambe droite. On garde le genou plié, 90 degrés. On tient le genou avec les doigts à l'arrière, les pouces à côté. Et on juste commence les rotations de cheville. L'autre direction. Okay, we can just kind of shake out the foot. We'll interlace the hands below the knee. Inhale the knee away. Exhale, pull it into the chest. So just go with your breath. Okay, put the left foot down on the floor. Sorry, the right foot. I'm going to move my left leg down just so you can see what I'm doing with my right leg. So drop the knee out to the side, slide the foot forward, come back. Tombe le jambe vers l'extérieur, glisse en avant, reviens. C'est un mouvement préparation. Ok, on change la direction. Maintenant, on glisse le pied en avant, bouge le genou vers l'extérieur et revient. Ok, reviens au centre. Un dernier petit chose avant le Shavasana. We'll just do one last thing for the shoulders. We did a lot of shoulder work today. So let's just grab onto the elbows right above the shoulders. Inhale here. Exhale, drop the arms towards one side, just as far as they want to go. Inhale, back in the middle. Exhale, drop the arms over to the other side. And that's it. Just go with your breath. Inhaling in the middle, exhaling over. And again, it's kind of like a lazy movement. We want to be as relaxed as possible. So like if your head wants to follow it, let it. If the opposite shoulder comes off the ground, no big deal. Okay, come back to center. Exhale the arms back towards the head. And do a few of these. Inhaling center. Exhaling back. Okay, next time you come to center, just change the cross of the arms. Whatever arm is in front, put it in the back. And we'll do the same thing. Inhale, center. Exhale, over. Inhale, center. Exhale, over. And the next time you come to center, just exhale the arms back towards the head. And continue like this a few times. Inhaling center, exhaling back. Ok, release. Et c'est le temps pour notre Shavasana. Alors, prenez le temps pour trouver une position super confortable, détendue, and also warm. So, like, don't be shy to grab a blanket, sweater, whatever you might need. Will cool down really quickly. For the position, remember if the low back is sensitive, you could always have the knees bent, leaning one into the other, or you could put some rolls underneath the knees, a roll of blankets or a bolster or something. Alors, prenez votre temps. So take your time, set up, do whatever you need to do. If there's any other kind of movement your body might want, that's cool, do it. Remembering that Shavasana, it's the most important part of our practice. So take the time to really set yourself up and get yourself warm and comfortable. Et quand vous arrivez dans votre position confortable, juste détendez-vous complètement. Il n'y a rien penser, rien faire. Tout que vous avez besoin est déjà à l'intérieur de vous-même. Let yourself relax. Give yourself permission to relax. Offre tout à la terre. very, 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 very gently start to wake the body mind. Wiggling the fingers, toes, turning ankles, wrists. Dans votre temps, donnez-vous même un étirement complet. You can yawn or fake yawn. Just inviting fresh energy, fresh oxygen into all of the cells. Taking your time pour inviter les genoux au poitrine. Doucement ouvre vers un côté, à la droite si vous avez l'espace. On peut juste saupoter la tête et prenez un autre petit moment. So I like being here in this little fetal position and just very consciously feeling and receiving the support of the earth. Et peut-être, si vous avez besoin d'aide avec quelque chose, support pour un projet, n'importe quoi, vous prenez un petit moment et juste demande à la terre pour le support, le nourrissement que vous avez besoin. Okay, thank the earth for all the support, knowing that it's always there. And as you feel ready, use the strength of the arms and an inhalation to press up. Place yourself in any comfortable seated position pour fermer notre pratique ensemble. Prenez un petit moment juste pour sentir le support de la terre, le support du ciel, les étirements, base de crâne, couronne de la tête. Revenez ensemble. Coming into prayer, kind of digging the thumbs into the sternum, rolling the shoulders back and down. Closing our practice by chanting Om, the sound of the universe itself, the sound beneath all other sounds. Let's exhale everything. Inhale to chant. With gratitude and appreciation, may we acknowledge, honor the light, the love within ourselves, within each other, and within all. Namaste. Merci beaucoup. Thank you guys so much.